What's going on, everybody? This is Mr. Midnight, and this is the finale of the tournament with the red-white Neo Zeong deck. We are running into our good old friend Poppy TCG here at this event, and he is playing not his red-white deck. He chose to bring Wing back out onto the tournament floor, which he used to be a big Wing player, and I was happy when he went to red-white until he was winning that much, and then here we are. Um, so he's going to start off with the Elfrith. I'm going to go ahead and hit a flat and an overflow of my own because I have way too much stuff. So I'm going to get rid of one of these improved, hoping that I can use it on another unit later. Get my one of my trash, so the two in my hand I can start using on low and big bodies later on. So he knows that he basically needs to beat me out. So his whole strategy is to make sure that I don't get to level 9, or if I do, it's not going to do me any good. Which is basically the opposite strategy when you're going against Wing, because you're trying to do the exact same thing. You want to beat them out, have them be on their heels for when they hit their Wing 0, and make that play basically useless to them. So that's what we're doing. When he double overflowed here, I had a mix of emotions, right? I'm thinking I'm in trouble slash I am up right now because he's having to dig that much. Uh, the thought of me being in trouble here is that he's digging that much and he's getting to see 4 cards in the one turn, starts 5 cards in the one turn, vice my one. And So I'm like, well, he's definitely going to get what he needs here. So I better do something about it. So he's deciding on that, and he overflows out of an overflow. So basically, he overflowed a unforeseen and 2 overflows. So that's kind of good for us and kind of bad at the same time. So we're in a pickle in a way. So I'm gonna go 3 for the Girazulu. Will do the 1 damage to the Elfrith, and we'll move on with our day because I can't crack the base, obviously, and we'll just keep going. So again, here the strategy is turn and burn, right? I want to make sure that I'm burning whatever's on the field, and I'm able to continue on into their shield area while gaining value. But my hand is, in a way, it's kind of bricked because I have the 2 silver bullets, the Kshatriya and the improved techniques, but it is what it is. So he's gonna bounce my flat and start going in on me. Again, strategy here is to go as fast as he can. He doesn't care about what's gonna happen to his units or how fast I can get them gone. Um, but his strategy is working. So he burned his EX there for the AO strike, knowing that I can't destroy it with my Gira Zulu. So we're gonna improve technique, the Elfrith, and I can't really do much else, honestly. Like, I could have put the base down, but it's pointless because the Ale Strike is just going to go right back at it and take it. So I put the flat back down. Maybe I can save myself an attack and keep it moving, but we'll see what happens. So Ale Strike is going to go back into shields, burst to base. Great for me. So I didn't have to do it myself. And we're going to see another Ale Strike, and he's in a pass turn. So we are at level 6 now. I don't really have much to play here. So my thought process is I'm just going to block her up, hope for the best, but I'm going to improve technique that first. Swing into it with my Gira, hoping to take it. And he's going to unforeseen me, so I'm going to die, and he's going to take nothing, which is painful. And I'll tap 3 for my silver bullet, and I'll pass. It's always like that feeling of knowing that you just got unforeseen and they just got over on you, it hurts. So it is what it is. So we press on, we do what we got to do. So my hand here is not the greatest either, but he's going to see his second Kira and he's going to bounce the silver bullet. So he's going to go in on my shield and in on my shields again, Inspector, which is not a burst. And he's got 5 resources left, which would be perfect for a wing link right now. And I'm hoping I don't see it. Like I'm sitting here like, oh, I hope he doesn't have it. So we see a 3 for a silver bullet of his own, and he's going to pass turn. So we are at level 7. We are down severely, but I can get rid of this Ale Strike, so I'm going to do that first. I'm going to spend 3 for my silver bullet once again. I'll spend 1 for a full frontal on it, and then 1 for the base. And I'll pass turn here. So basically just trying to survive. I'm the silver bullet is basically for the other silver bullet slash the Ale Strike, because I know if he's going to swing with the Ale Strike, he's going to -2 my silver bullet. So I'm thinking like, well, I'm going to take one of these. So I'm at least going to take something I can survive through. So I'm in trouble very clearly, and I'm just trying to survive here. Seeing no Maritas hurts, and this is where the 8 pilot scenario isn't very optimal for red, because you need your pilots. Like in red, the red units don't work unless they have pilots effectively. They'll get you there, but it's gonna be sloppy. So he's gonna go shield or base -2ing the silver bullet. I gave him the flat because I'm hoping that I can block the silver bullet and then next turn clap back on the Ale Strike. So he's gonna tap 5, play a Freedom, which is my tech card, and we talked about that before the tournament, and he's like, I'm gonna do it. Looks like a cool card. So we are at level 8 now. We see a Sinanju, and I'm being stingy here because I don't want to put my full frontal on the Sinanju, but I know I have to. So full frontal, Neo Zeong Kshatriya, Silver Bullet, Lifrith, Inspector, and the Sinanju are my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and tap 3 here. I'm going to get the other Silver Bullet out. I'm going to tap 2 for my Lifrith. And I have the Inspector, so I'm thinking I just want a stat boost here. I will live through a block if I just put it on my Silver Bullet. And leaving 2 resources up because I have nothing else to play. I'm going to try to swing into the Ale Strike, hoping he doesn't have another unforeseen. And he ends up taking it, which I was super thankful for because, geez, was I in trouble. So we see an Ultron come down. I know it's glare. I know the glare is really hard, but that is Ultron, which I did not want to see. He has the Chang, and he's gonna go shield, destroying my Lifrith, which is, so hard. And then he's deciding if he wants to swing in with one of his units or not. Which at this point, like if I was him, I would have just did it. Like no hesitation. I'm swinging. You can only block one of me. Like he would get blocked, but he would take that last shield, and I would survive, but I wouldn't have enough to take the Ultron because it has the 7 HP. So he's just gonna go ahead and pass. And I drew into the Kshatriya, and I'm thinking like, okay, I might have something here. So I'm at level 9. I have the link, and I have something to cheat out for another 3 damage. So I'm trying to math it, and I'm thinking, well, I basically have to go into Ultron. So we'll go Neo Zeong, full frontal. We'll do the 3 damage on the Ultron. But then I'm like, you know what? I want freedom. Might as well do freedom. We'll take care of it. So we'll pop freedom off the board. We'll go into Ultron, who has 7, and he'll block with the silver bullet, so that's fine. He has to tell me how to do math. And so I cleaned up 2 bodies here. I'm It's looking like I should be able to survive. He has 3 cards in hand, and um he can basically only do about 2 damage to the silver bullet. But the Ultron does have breach, so it's like no matter I'm thinking like no matter what he does here, whether he goes through my Neo Zeong or through my silver bullet, he's gonna breach, and all he has to do is play a link for the win. So it's hard. And I'm thinking about him like, well, if I block, he breaches, he lives, game over. If I don't block, he still breaches and game over. So it's just one of those things like you're sitting at the table and you see the game state for what it is, and you know that it's either, over or it's over. So he's gonna go ahead and hit me with the Wing Gundam Link and go into my Neo Zeong. And now I'm in a double whammy situation. If I let him breach through it, again, shield gone. If I block it, then I have nothing to block the next attack with, and he wins game anyways. So I'm in a losing board state here, like no matter what. And as my daughter is doing her math to the left, I am doing my math in my head, and seeing that this game's over. Um, but for some reason I thought, well, if there's a way that I can work myself out of this, it is, but it's not. So you see us talking through. Um, I'll say that in the past, as a newer player, I took everything without questioning. So that's going to be an overflow out of shields, and I have 1 block left. So he could swing with the Ultron, and I'd block it, lose my guy, but I'd still have something. So for all you newer players out there, always question the board state. Always think it through. No matter if it takes a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever the case is, question it, look it over, and take your time. Because at the end of the day, I've lost many games that I've gone back and watched and looked at and be like, "Wow, I could have won that." Well, if I would have just looked at what was in front of me, it could have been different. So I do draw into a Marita, which is good because I can pop at least something off the board, right? So I'm going to tap my 5 here. We'll get rid of that and we'll swing. And so now his EX base is gone. So that's great, right? We got something. There's a flat out of shields. And I'll spend my last 5 for a Sananju, hoping that he doesn't have something in his hand that is going to take me next turn. So that's exactly what he did have. He places 2 Gundams down, or 2 Wing Gundams down. And he just passes turn. Like at that point, there's no reason not to. So he's examining the board state, but again, we're back to having a losing state. The only way to survive this one is if I draw into a base. So he's in a pass turn, basically waiting for the inevitable. And because I don't have the Neo Zeong, and you see him baiting me into his shield area, there's nothing I can do about it. So that's basically going to be the game. I hope you guys enjoyed this. As always, when somebody knows what you're playing, they know how to beat it. So look out for the decklist video I'm going to post here soon, in the next day or two. And I will see you guys again soon next time. Thanks for watching.